Let me ask you this. They're saying now that Wizkid wasted a feature with Ashake. That the song that he did with Ashake, I think it's Bad Girl.
It was they did not just waste the feature, they wasted the producer. P Prime.
Damn. People, yeah, I think that's one of the best tracks.
Yeah, dude, what have you been listening to? I think I need to come to Jersey.
Probably it's been a
You need
while.
a reset.
I
You need
do.
a reset.
My
Because
algorithm is
no,
stuck.
is a weak track on the album. It's one of the weakest tracks of that album. Now, P Prime is one of the best producers in Africa
He
right
is
now.
the best to me. He is the best.
Bro,
Who's
dude,
better than him? Let me maybe I don't know my producer that well. Who's better than P Prime right now?
mm, I don't know. I can't say.
Okay.
I can't say.
Okay.
Because nobody has given me different sounds with different artists like P Prime in a long time.
Thank you. That's what makes him good.
Yeah, that's all. Work with different. Yeah, he has worked with Asha.
Yeah,
That is
I
how
know.
versatile. That is
Yeah.
how versatile he
Asha
is.
and
So,
then Ashake and then
and
P
then
Prime. I mean, and then
and then
Wizkid,
whiskey,
sorry.
and then Olamide.
Olamide,
Okay,
and then
you know.
the what's this guy called again? Joe Boy or no J Boy?
So let me tell you something that is
Is that
funny.
his
Do
name?
you know that song by Portable, Aradigbo,
Uh huh.
Zazu, what was produced by P Prime?
Seriously?
That is how that is how
Yo,
crazy it
that's
is.
crazy. Wow. No,
That is
he
how crazy
has
that it is.
the guy is gifted. He really has an
He is
ear
a
for music.
young boy, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
See, see, and that is why these are one of the reasons I say success is good. You have to be successful. At the end of the day, Whiskey needs to feed his family and he needs to make money. So I can understand him putting an Ashake on the album because Ashake is still one of the biggest now that that will make him sell the album.
You think Wiz
I know
needs
a girl.
Ashake?
Yeah, I know
No.
a lady. Let me not say a girl. I know a lady from St. Lucia. She's
Mm-hmm.
in ATL. She's my friend. I started sending her, songs. I know she's gonna see this. I said, dude, what's the problem? I started she's my friend for some time. So anytime a new song comes out of Africa, I send it to her. I say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
babe, sample this. What do you think? So the first day I sent him Mashake song, I think the first one I sent her was I forgot the title of the song. Jasala Malaikum.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the bike.
Disciple. Uh-huh,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
So I sent it to her. She was like, oh, I like this sound. Then she started looking for, Ashake,
More.
and started playing it and started playing it and started playing it. And she became a fan. She will listen to that song and go crazy about it just because
Yeah,
of those.
just because yeah, I got
For
you.
me, that is a zero song. And when Ashake, and that is why Ashake should be more careful because when people start criticizing you, then start criticizing your features, then you're losing credibility. Now that you're losing credibility doesn't mean you stop making money. I think we once had an argument in your house when we were having one of our parties about the band.
Mm-hmm.
And I said the band might never ever be able to sell out the O2 Arena or the Madison Square Garden,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it's going to be always relevant in Nigerian
Of
music
course.
industry. And we will
Absolutely.
always keep getting shows. You
Yep.
see, the Adenuga wedding party was still there.
Yep.
People in his age time before, and they'll still listen to him.
Yep.
He might not make the big records anymore,
But he's
but nobody
still
can say
respected.
he's still respected. And what he did in those years, that the music then with Don Jazzy, you can't say.
Just imagine if social media was really as it is now back then.
And that
He
is
would
why I
be
try
just
not
as
to.
equally as a global artist. Like
And that is why I don't argue with people when they do the band. I don't argue with people. I know
nah,
that they don't know anything
that's yeah.
because if they saw Snoop Dogg and
Thank
and
you.
D'banj.
Thank you.
And when people like Burna Boy says nobody paved way for me, it's okay. But some people were doing it before you did it.
Thank you.
And if anybody has done something before you did it, then they
They
paved way
paved
for
the
you.
way for you.
And that is it. And that
Simply
is it.
put, right, right.
It's like being ungrateful to the people that have done it before you, because you didn't
Exactly.
start it. You didn't start anything. So in its own quest of trying to start something, he said he created a genre that has been existing for 15, 25 years before now. But he knows that people will not know Lagbaja again. So so Gen Z will not know Lagbaja again. But we that we listen to all genre of music, we know it. So Wizkid is is Wizkid. This is Wizkid 101 album. This is Wizkid Pakurumo album. This is Wizkid Jai Jai album. This is Wizkid in My Bed album. This is Wizkid all stuff of Wizkid. This is the Wizkid on Twitter, the one that yaps everybody. That is the
Yeah,
Wizkid
coming for
now.
David O.
But this album is below Wizkid standard, and I'm going to be generous in my rating. I'll give him a 6/10,
Damn.
and that is being generous.
Yeah. I personally, I don't agree with that at all. I give this, at least from his past work, I believe the best work he has done so far.
This
Um,
album.
this album for me, and the production level even better.
Oh, so it might be the best album he has done so far, and it might be a 4. So give me over 10.
Okay.
Maybe. So give me over 10.
All right.
What would you
So,
rate
Made
it?
in Lagos for me was a good 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
This is a 9 out of 10 for me personally. I can't stop. This album to me, I was just blown away by the intro. That was so
You are a
surprising to me.
Wasiu fan. You are a
But it
Wasiu
was
fan.
surprising.
No, but you are a Wasiu
I
fan. It's
am.
okay. But I'm
But
not a Wasiu fan.
okay, that's fine. We gotta respect
But
the fact that Fuji is on an Afrobeat album like this, but by a global artist, bro.
bro, let me that is see, this is where I start yabbing you now.
Okay, go ahead.
There are people that are singing Akpala hip hop. What do I say? What do
I
you mean by
okay, that's
Fuji?
cool.
So what do you think Ashaka is
So,
singing?
but
You think it's
nobody
not Fuji?
knows though, bro. Like
No,
nobody
no,
knows
no.
them. People
You
know
think
you. People know Wizkid.
okay.
So for
See,
look, bro.
see.
You know
This is
what?
this,
Let
this
me
is
tell
this
you
is
the
this,
story. Let me tell you the
this
story.
is where we fight.
Let
No,
me
no,
tell you
wait,
the
hold
story.
on.
Wait,
Before you
please.
tell
Let
me
me
the
just
story,
tell you
let me
this
just
story.
no, you
Go
cannot
ahead.
say this story. I want to tell you this.
Go ahead.
Some few years back,
Uh huh.
I said something. I said Naira Marley is the biggest artist in Nigeria. Someone said, wait, hold on. Some few years back, a friend of mine said, oh, no, no, you were in your house too. I think you were in your house that day.
Uh
Someone
huh.
said, oh, no, it's Burna Boy. I said, no, in
Yeah.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
In
You're
Nigeria
saying
today, Naira Marley is the best album, was the biggest artist. They said no. I said, okay. Then they did the top 10. Then the December, they did the top 10 song of the year. And Burna Boy had no songs in it. Then I sent it to him. I said, okay, so what do you say? He said, oh, that is that person's opinion. My opinion is Burna Boy is the biggest in Africa. And do you know why I said that? People make a mistake of equating Lagos to Nigeria.
mm,
And that is the pit you're also falling into now. Someone will tell me and say Thames is a big African artist. Bro, they might know Thames on the island in Lagos. Have you been to Ekiti before? How many people know Thames? Lagos is not
okay.
Nigeria.
Okay. Okay.
I could remember when I was in Nigeria, I traveled, I was playing blackface, Erima. I was playing it in the south, in the west. I went to Kaduna, Basawa Barracks. People were dancing to it. That is what we call
Uh,
in your
uh,
space.
yeah. Yeah. I got you.
I have moved from personal type of interest in music to saying to judging. I've stopped using my personal interest in music in judging how good something is. Rather,
Uh,
I try to look at the global
you,
output of
you,
what it is.
I got
If I
you.
if I try my taste, you know my artist now. You know people. You know me. I support people like Q Dots.
Q dots. Nice.
I can listen to him all day. I can
Yeah.
listen to Nice. I mean, the former Nice, not this Nice,
Got you.
because
Got
I
you.
think he's not investing in good producers, so he will still be there anyway. He doesn't want.
His taste is well. There's and see. You see
Then
that?
you cannot. Now
Look.
you can
Look.
tell me your
Look.
story.
Look. Look at that. Okay. So two things. First, you said your favorite artist. He's not investing in producers.
No, not Nice. Nice is no longer my favorite artist. It used to be.
He used to be, but
Yeah.
the line I'm pointing out is that you said he's not investing in producers.
Yeah.
So
I'll say that.
so so okay, that's what is shown in this album. There are sounds from his producers that has they've been spending time with him because the quality of the music shows. They know his style, they know his vibe, they know the kind of trees he like, probably sativa one session, indica one session. We can hear it in the music, bro. So that's why it's a 8/10, 9/10
No,
to me.
that is why you will know it's an album made with a Grammy in mind.
Uh-huh. Hey,
It,
now,
no, it,
yeah.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
That
okay.
is
So the Western,
that
I
is how
got
you
you.
know it's an album made with a Grammy in mind, because that is what Grammy wants to see. Your musical arrangements. How you
Hmm. But
feeling
that's what
the song.
music critics listen
No,
for.
but why should I be judging my Afrobeats with what Grammy is saying?
Well, bro, you did.
No, this is the only right I have in this world. This is the only thing that I now have that I'm proud of. That I can go to
They
anywhere and
can't go
say.
and colonize this one too.
Two
You don't want them
Fridays
to
ago,
colonize
two
this one.
Fridays ago,
Yeah.
I went to a club, right? I think we recorded the Saturday afterwards. I
Yeah.
went to a club. I went there. They were playing all the artists. I went to the DJ. I gave him $50. Yeah, take. Give me whiskey, dance. No, no. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, last Friday.
Yeah.
That was last Friday, right? We recorded the
Yes.
Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last Friday, I went to the club. I said, dance. He said, okay. I gave him $50. Dance, play it for me. Then he played it. Then I stood with him. I looked at people's reaction. Everybody danced to it. Black, white, everybody. I said, can you repeat it one more time? He said, yes. You know how I do my thing. I called
Yeah.
the waiter, one of them. I said, just give me what he wants to drink. So can you give me Afrobeat for 30 minutes? I said, no problem. And I went back to my sleep.
Wow.
Do start playing Afrobeat for the next 30 minutes, 45 minutes. People were dancing to it. He was still telling me, oh, he was going to play it. I said, no, I'm leaving. I'll soon be leaving. But I need you to play
To
me
just do
Afrobeat.
that,
This is it.
so to set the mood. Right. Right. Right.
Yeah. So I when I do it everywhere I go to Dominican Republic, I did it. I think I've said it in one of our podcasts before.
Yeah.
I don't mind. This is the only thing I have.
Gotcha.
This is that I want to show you that I'm superior to you. I want to sit down in my table. I don't do dance floors anymore. Myself, I don't do old. So I will try to get a table. When I get my table and I'm doing my Baba Frayo move, I want to be hearing I want to be hearing the Afro
Yeah,
beats.
Afrobeats.
It is mine.
Right. I got you.
I'm proud of it. Now
I
I
got
cannot
you.
sit down. I cannot Grammy cannot now define what Afrobeat is going to sound like to
I
me.
see. I see.
So
Okay, we just appreciate the music. So we're not defining it. They're
no,
critics
no,
of
no. You guys are
music.
defining
So
it because that is why see, you guys are defining it. I say you guys because I know you're Nigerian, but let's not lie.
got it. Got it. Yeah.
My Nigerian brother, but my American brother as well. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Uh-huh.
They are going to ruin it for us. They they are going to ruin what Afrobeat is for us. And if our big artists are falling into the pig, because they want to make money, I'm for the bag. I'm not criticizing anybody. If that is what you need to feed your family, I understand. Make money. It's okay. But leave Afrobeat for people that wants to do Afrobeat.
Got it. I hear you.
Leave it for them. Ashake, what was Wizkid doing that gave him the prominence? What was Ashake doing that gave? If Ashake was singing the way he was singing now, then he will not go anywhere.
Yeah.
Now, do you need to grow as an artist? Yes.
Yes.
You need to grow. You need to experience new sounds. You need to change it. But don't turn off. R&B slow music is not the only genre of Afrobeat. Protest song is not the only Afrobeat that go the fella route and do protest song. Even fella that was doing protest songs then was still singing songs that everybody could relate with.
Yeah.
And that is my own concern. I'm not. Hey, you are. So sometimes people don't know their worth, or they get carried away, and people are being bought. And if you are a Wizkid, you are Davido, you are a Burna Boy, you are Shake, you are Olamide, and because you have seen a certain number of people that is paying you money, this is it might be an outrageous comparison, but this is why the whites were able to colonize Africa.
Yeah, I agree.
Because people started taking care of
I
themselves
agree.
alone.
I agree.
So because you are Wizkid, you are Burna Boy, you are David, I'm not blaming anybody.
But
You have decided to subserve yourself to feed what
to
people want
feed what,
so that you
but
can
not
get
what
money
you're
from
actually.
them.
Yeah, I got you.
And that is it. And that is why I say, so leave it. Don't worry. You can come and change your name and start playing R&B. Let's see where you will get in the US. If you don't leave Africa, don't say you are Wizkid again. Come and change your name. And sing with your song and with your donation. Come and be singing R&B and let's see how many people will buy you. Let's see. You tell me if you
Well,
if
that's
you
what he's doing with
if
this album. It leans a lot
is still
heavy,
see, let me tell you
R&B
something.
heavy.
Let me tell you something. I think Wizkid already knows this album is not worth it. But he needed to drop something at least. And that is why he was just attacking the video, just to be in the news. Publicity
Oh, you
stunt.
think it was
That
all
is it.
premeditated? I don't know. I
Hey,
think. Listen,
call me a what do you call it?
a Wizkid hater.
No, I'm not a whiskey dater. If you think I'm a whiskey dater, anybody, not you. Anybody that thinks I'm a whiskey dater, they are dumb. They don't know me anyway. I'm
Nah,
I'm not in this
but
I'm not in this
you're a
world to
tough
justify.
no. But one thing though, you're a tough critic. One, two. You have very strong opinions about things. So if you feel like he didn't put his best into this piece of work, there's some
Hey,
you
whiskey
you.
is like I said, is the best. Is Messi of Afrobeat.
I think that
He is.
standard is what
I'm judging
is
from
not meant by.
by me.
But
He
and
lost
for
me. He
me
lost me.
though,
He
but
lost me
because
6 years
you
back.
Afro beats, see, look, I'm paying attention to the music industry, right?
Yeah.
R&B is becoming more dominant over the past,
Because people are hungry. They want to sell because they think that is the sound that sells
but
abroad.
that's what people are even listening to.
No. I'm not
Here,
listening.
here,
I'm from
here,
Nigeria.
here, though. The globe.
Yes.
R&B
No,
is
not the globe.
becoming.
Not the globe. America is not the globe.
All right, so let's look it up.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. You see what you just said is what Shio was saying that America talks as if they are the world. They just talk and take the position on behalf of everybody. And that is what you're literally doing. No, that is not what they want to be sending out. No.
Listen, we set the trend, okay? We set the
I,
trend.
you just show was saying America just talks just make talk on everybody's behalf. So, they just categorize everybody. See, this is what I say. This is what I say. Hey, do you know why you like Wasil? Do you know why?
Wow, it brings me to my childhood
Do you
personally,
know why you like Pasuma or you listen to him?
bro. There's
Do
a
you
whole bunch of reasons, but yeah.
you that is it. That is what African music is. It is the dance. It is the now. I don't say every time, but I get to Nice doesn't have those kind of tracks all the time. Like I used to like him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't hate him now, but he used to be one of my favorite.
What?
Olamide doesn't have all dance tracks all the time,
Okay.
but I like him.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be dance, 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 dance. But the reason why you like Wasiu, why you like Pasuma is they can take you slow from the beginning, then finish it up high.
That's a fact. You're
You
absolutely
know,
right. You're
Wasiu
absolutely right.
starts. I was 2 days ago. I was 2 days ago. That was Friday. That was Friday. I think on the Thursday. I think I was going to work in the morning.
Okay.
I wanted to go to the office because I needed to pick something up. So then I just as I entered into my car. I'm not a Wasiu fan. I'm far from it. But that doesn't stop me from acknowledging that he's a great artist.
Okay.
I I just as I entered my car, I started it. Solomon just came.
What? Just
I
randomly?
telling you, just randomly. I just went to YouTube. You see the first, maybe it was
Yeah,
facts or something that
the
I was like, I
sack.
just leaned back on myself. I'm like,
All you need is a nice cold Guinness now.
whoa, this is different.
Right, exactly.
This is a different level for me. You know? Oh my god. I was like, whoa, this is what I needed this morning. It's not song you start jumping to. No.
It's,
It's
yeah.
steady.
It's called high life. It's just like
Yeah.
high life. You
It
just
was what I
chilling.
needed for that 8 o'clock morning or 7:45 morning on the wheels, just driving down to where I was going to.
Yeah, I got you.
That is it. That is but people like Wasiu, they before in the genre of music, nobody uses sax or anything. There were people
Mm-hmm.
that infused
Mm-hmm.
other instruments into this type of songs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And and they made it global and they made it bigger and they made money from it. And they are still making money from it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they did not come and say they don't do Fuji anymore
Yeah. He was
just because they want to
emotional.
play song.
Yeah, he was emotional, man. He made
Nah,
that comment because he was emotional. Because they were trying
no,
to
because
box him
he
in.
wanted to say Wizkid shouldn't be an attention seeker. You can use social media to you can use social media to promote yourself and be there all the time, but you don't have to be an attention seeker because if you cough, people come.
That's true. That's true.
So
You got
you
to
don't
know
need
how
to.
much influence you already have without trying to get it by doing
It's part
certain
of
things.
me. I think it's part of whiskey not knowing his worth.
Yeah.
That is why he keeps engaging 30 BG fans in an argument.
Yeah.
Is you are playing yourself down because you are not fighting the person. You are fighting his fans. You that you said you are the best. You are you are fighting people's fans. You are not you are tackling someone through his fans, but you're mentioning him, but he's not responding. But you kept on going, and that was why I said that was a PR stunt from him, trying to get attention to himself so that people start talking about him. News blogs start carrying it. Then he releases his album. How did we get to the video being the biggest person and not
Mm.
responding to Wizkid?
Mm.
If you say you are the best, how did we get there?
Mm.
So that is where I look at it. If you're the biggest,
Act like it.
After this,
I agree.
do do the way you're supposed to, move the way you're supposed to move.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
some fans are saying, "Oh, the videos, blah 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 blah." You felt you had to respond to them.
yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Something is wrong when you.
Something is wrong.
Yeah, your self-esteem is either not that strong as you want
Yeah.
people to think, or because it got you triggered.
See, Wizkid is better than Davido when it comes to musical talent.
Hmm.
When it comes to shopping out bangers, Davido is not Wizkid's mate. At least in the past 5 years. When it comes to see, when it comes to dropping songs that me as an African can jive to, can enjoy, can play, Davido has been better than Wizkid to
Hmm.
that point.
Wait,
Now,
for banger. So if they did a versus, if
no,
Wizkid did a
if they did a
versus
versus for like 4 years down, well, give me the bangers that Wizkid had in 4 years.
4 year, no, nothing in 4 years.
I can say,
Nothing in 4 years.
but in the video you can still talk about Kante, you can still talk about unavailable, you can still talk about two, three, four, five songs. I don't listen to the video that much
So
anyway.
so
So
so wow, okay, I got you. So the bangers. So you're saying Wizkid doesn't have as many bangers as Davido
no, when in the last four,
in
five
the
years,
last 4 years.
he
Yeah.
doesn't have.
Yeah.
Forget
You're
it.
right. He doesn't. I don't even think he
But it
has
does
enough projects. This is
but
only
it
his
doesn't
sixth
but it doesn't mean that Wizkid is not a better artist than the video.
better artist, better
Yeah.
musician.
Better musician. Like, let me put it that way.
Yeah, because he's a better musician. I just think that David O serves his audience better.
But Davido is not doing R&B songs and
He's
playing
not.
to
That's not his
and playing
audience.
to the and playing to the Western world,
But
but he's still getting shows there anyway.
oh
What has
yeah,
Wizkid done that Davido hasn't done?
he went into a new sound. David Doe hasn't gone into a new sound. He's been consistent with
Oh
his sound.
no, Davido is doing. He did Pom 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 when Pom 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 was coming. He did Skelewu. He did Azonto sound. He did this song that from South Africa now with the
Oh, the
Arona
Bama
Available
piano.
sound. Yama piano sound. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Davido doesn't even have a sound. Any sound that is coming, he just gives you one. He moves.
And he
He
goes,
gives you one.
I got
He
you.
moves.
I got you. I
So that
got
is it.
you.
But
Did
but but
yeah, I
if I
see.
say let's leave Davido and Wizkid in the studio for 2 hours, let them come up with something. I'm sure Wizkid will come out with a
Whiskey
way more
by
better
far
song
he's a
than
better
Davido.
musician.
Yeah, that is it. So for me, that's a fact. You can argue if you're a 30 BG, you can fight me, or if you are a FC, you can hate me. Thank God you don't feed me.
No,
But the
no.
reality of it is this: we have to be able to. Hey, it's not easy to put out an album. He has probably worked on it, but it's not an album. It's a way of saying, okay, I want to give you that Afrobeat Wizkid, but I don't want to lose people that are paying me
Mm, mm.
because I still want to collect Grammy so that
I don't
FC can
want
shout and say the video hasn't
right,
won any.
right.
So I'm going. So that
Doesn't
is
want to
so.
mess up those relationships.
Yes. So that was why I said in the beginning that it sounds confused on the album because it's like, oh, I don't want to lose my audience anyway. Like the people that made me, I want to give them something to be proud of, but I don't also want to lose where the money is coming from. Let's be real with ourselves. The money is
Uh,
coming from the diaspora for him.
the ladies, they like the slow music.
Shout out to Adeshokwe that, that had this, I think, of the boat podcast or something.
Hmm.
I think I saw one of his podcasts. I think he lives in London or something. Look at people's reaction from when DJ Tunes was playing the Essence type of album and to when DJ Tunes started playing the Oju Elegba type of album.
Yes.
Look at the reaction.
Yes.
Look at people's reaction. He should go and watch that podcast and sit down and say, okay, those people were the ones that made Whiskey who Whiskey is today. The Essence
Yes.
people were not the people that made him.
Okay. But they're still listeners.
So they will listen to it. See,
But they're still what I'm not trying to I'm saying that you can focus on your day ones, but while you grow as an artist and you expand your reach. That's your point. They want you to focus first, and then as you grow, then you can expand your reach. And they
and you can
usually
leave
do
your
that
and you
by
can leave your day one.
no, you're not leaving your day
Because that is
one.
what is happening is losing the day one fans. You will you will see day one Whiskey fans. They were the ones that started saying, "Hey, give us something to dance to." I'm not a
I
see.
see. So I got you.
I'm not. I would not call myself 100% Whiskey fan.
Okay.
I wouldn't call myself that. But I've been with him since 001 from the beginning.
Okay.
I had a friend, like when I was living in France, I had a friend who's from the Nigerian Republic. He comes to my house. I do parties in my house when I was in France, like host a lot of parties. He just comes. He just say, Papa, whiskey, 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 whiskey. His best track was the one that said, I want your body sleeping in my bed. Why am I going crazy? He doesn't speak English. He's from Nigeria Republic, but he lives in
Uh-huh.
France.
Uh-huh.
But then we just keep playing it. Then one day it just came. It was just the two of us. We were just in the house. We were chilling. Then I started playing him whiskey songs. Then we got to that song. He told me to say, Papa, ça c'est dit quoi, Elenio? Elenio, c'est quoi? Like, what he was saying, like, what is Elenio? What does Elenio mean?
What does it mean?
Like, what
I
does it
see.
mean? Like Elenio, c'est quoi, Papa? Dis-moi, dis-moi, explique. I was like, how do I even start explaining what who Elenio is? There's no English word that fits into who is an Elenio.
Mm-hmm,
Just I
mm-hmm,
kept describing the like, whiskey the lady, whiskey the lady.
mm-hmm.
That is, I'm telling you, that is the power he has. The dude, he doesn't even speak English, he's speaking Yoruba.
Wow.
But he was so he was like,
You
okay,
got
just tell
into
me
it.
what is it? See, what does it mean, Elenio? Whiskey the lady, but he will be dancing. He loves it so much. Those are Wizkid fans. He will play it anywhere, anytime, any day. He has it in his car.
Damn.
So
Wow.
that is those. So me, I'm not that kind of a Wizkid fan. Do I like that track? Yes. Will I dance to it? Yes. Will I play it randomly? Yes. But I will not. But me, I feel like Wizkid, his album is worth listening to. So I listen to it when he drops an album. But if something is not made for me, it's not made for me. I don't have to
Yeah.
force myself to listen to
Exactly.
it.
Of course. Yeah. 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 I
So
got you.
it's two previous albums, they weren't made for me. It's
Got you.
okay. So he made an album, it's like someone, if I talk to my friends here, Black Americans, they say, oh, times, times, times. I just laugh. I don't know any of her songs. She's not made for me.
Mm, I
She's
got
an
you.
I don't even know if she says she sings Afrobeat because what she sings, those type of songs are not even meant for me anyway.
I got you.
Because I can't relate. I can't relate.
I see. I see what you
And
mean.
it's okay. And it's okay. But don't force it on me and now saying that is what Afrobeat should sound like.
But
Sense is
don't
not
say
the
that that's not Afro beats though.
it's not. She's just from Africa.
Okay.
She doesn't do Afrobeat.
Okay.
Now, no, who am I to define what Afrobeat is? So I'll say yes. Maybe it's Afrobeat.
It
But
is an aspect of Afrobeat, yes.
today, I
So
wake up, I
Odell,
wake
who
up
is he?
something in the morning.
Odell is he
It's
Odell?
not Afrobeat now. You said?
Odell is he
Yeah.
Afrobeat artist?
Hey, in the dates that people are identifying as money, who am I to say it's not Afrobeat? If he says,
It's Afro R&B. That's the rhythm. Afro R&B.
so what makes an Afrobeat? Tell me.
Okay, to me, is a sound, right? It's a sound that is tied to our like indigenous music, not indigenous music, like is the rhythm behind the music. So like a high life rhythm, but that's masked in different genres, like in R&B, where you can hear the drums, the you can hear the instruments from a organic perspective, not machine generated. You understand? So it's almost like you're listening to high life because is a certain rhythm that high life music has, but infused with rhythm and blues, R&B. So there's like this African undertone to the R&B music. You know what I
That
mean?
is a Grammy definition. Exactly. What I've just said is a Grammy definition of what Afrobeat should be. But that is not
Afro
Afrobeat.
R&B though. That's not
No,
Afro
no, no, no.
Afro R&B.
What you have just said
Mhm.
is a white man's perspective of what Afrobeat should
So
be. He
African.
said Afrobeat,
So what? Okay. So what would an African say Afrobeat is?
an Afrobeat song of any genre
No, no, not of
is
any genre of
of
Afrobeat.
all any form of Afrobeat, R&B, hip hop, pop, soul, town, skelewu, anything type of genre you claim you are doing in Afrobeat is the rhythm and the sound and the language you are using.
Okay.
It is not just the sound alone. Don't let us get this twisted.
Okay.
I think the best way for you to define it, maybe you should go and listen to Rugged Man of Pomulero and featuring Nice.
Oh my God, that's different type of sound, man. That's
No, no,
it's
no. But that is not a bing, 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 bing sound. It's not a party
it's
sound,
not it's not.
and that is where it defined what it thinks Afro sound should be. What it thinks
Mm.
Afro beat is. What makes you different is the sound, the rhythm, the mother tongue, the lamba that is coming out of it. That is what makes you an Afrobeat artist. Go and listen to dance again and see. And see Lamba and see the way Wizkid was doing braggadocious type of that is Afrobeat. And that is why I'm crying now. And I'm saying don't let Grammy define what Afrobeat is going to
I
be
got
for us in
you.
the next
I
five
got
years.
I got you. They're trying
Because
to
you want to win
colonize
Grammy
it.
and say, oh, I want Grammy. And so fuck what? Sorry, pardon my language.
I got you. I got you. They're
You,
trying to colonize it.
so now we are
That's
so
what they did with
dumb
hip
in
hop.
Africa. We are so dumb. Our heads are not functioning anymore. We are waiting for someone sitting in Los Angeles doesn't know where Akure is, doesn't know where Imo is, doesn't give a damn about what is happening in Basawa Barracks in Kaduna to tell you what Afrobeat is. So when you want to argue and you say I'm the video fan, I'm a Wizkid fan, and I say, oh, but I didn't get nominated for Grammy, like really? So you don't have level. Your life doesn't have any yardstick to measure. You have to wait for Grammy to tell you who is a so you are in Africa, you are in Nigeria, you are waiting for someone in Los Angeles or ATL to tell you who is the best artist in your country. No shame.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's
You
crazy.
your own definition of who Afrobeat artist is. is Grammy. Where is your own Grammy?
Yeah, that part.
Where is it? Then when they don't give you, you start shouting, "Oh, they robbed us! They robbed us!" Is it your father's property? If I've created an award, I'll give it to whoever I choose to give it to. We
Right.
cannot create anything sensible, but we want. So since we cannot create anything sensible for ourselves, we now wait
You
for
just
someone to help us.
to tell
Please
us.
come and do the referee for us, so we don't know is it the video or whiskey that is the best.
No,
And that
you're
is the
right.
problem we're having. And so me as a person, this is the only this Afrobeat. I'm going to guide it for some time till at least before someone takes it
Yeah,
away from me.
yeah. Nah, I agree.
And so if you say you are a big four, you are a big five, you are a big six, you want to start singing like Drake or singing like Nicki Minaj, is okay. Collect your money and feed your family. Leave that Afrobeat for people like
For
us that are
people
interested
that
in listening to
actually
the way
want to
it is.
keep the integrity of the music.
Yeah.
I agree.
That is my submission, sir.
I agree. I agree.
If you want to do a song, Thames is not an Afrobeat artist, he's just from Africa. But it doesn't matter anyway. She doesn't even need to come from Africa. There is one other person in UK Parliament now, Kemi Badenoch, from Nigeria. I think she leads the Conservative Party. She's not even
Okay.
claiming Nigeria, but her name is Kemi. It's okay.
Really? She's
Let the
with a
rest of us
name,
that
a
are
Yoruba
Nigerian,
name, and she's
she does because she
wow,
needs to feed her family. I cannot blame her. Maybe tomorrow you see
wow.
me too. I'll start saying, Grammy is the best.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
We are not forcing anybody to come along. If you don't want to be part of it, don't be
I
part of
got
it.
you.
But
I
don't
just
ruin it for people that wants to have it, like
free and clear.
free
Don't
and clear.
that's crazy.
This is the only
Wow.
thing I have.
I got you. This is good though. I like this. Okay, so we will, yeah, we need to keep the integrity of Afrobeats. Let us not allow the Western to redefine what Afrobeats has always been to
We've
us.
started.
They've already started. You're right. And for you, this is a 3 out of 10. No,
No, I'll give it a
six.
6. I'll give it a
Okay,
6
6 out of
because
10.
I'm biased.
And that's because you're biased.
Yeah,
Wow.
because I'm biased.
Okay.
And I'll give it because it's risky and I know it can do better.
Got it.
So I'll give it a 6 over, which is
And
still
the
a pass
top
mark.
three tracks for you is
Soji is growing on me. I'm not kidding.
okay,
But I'll
Soji,
still go with dance today.
Dance, Soji, and then when your third, the last.
So maybe I'll give it what's the title of the first one again?
Troubled
Trouble,
mind.
troubled mind.
Okay.
I think those are my top three. I'll say Ese, dance, Soji, then troubled mind. And not because
Uh,
we had Wasi in it.
so what
Not
is
because
it? So what is it?
I think it was the impression it gave me because the sound was really, really Afrobeat. So when I wasn't expecting the first track of
That
that album
transition.
to start like giving me that vibe already.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that surprised me, and I took it like, oh, okay. I think we're
And
onto
for a
something.
no, and for a person that's not a Wasil fan,
Yeah.
for it
I think
to
we're onto
surprise
something.
you, you're like,
Yeah,
okay, wait a minute,
we're
we're
onto
onto
something here.
something. Like this is interesting.
But the
And
next
then,
time, then I listen to it. Then I'm not lying. I listened to the whole album between you and I. Then the next time I was listening, I had to skip some songs.
got it.
It is okay, but
Yeah,
it is
that's not
so.
the
I think the quantity was even too much. I don't think we needed a 16 track album. See, don't be surprised. This album might win an award, might win a Grammy because we are the albums this year anyway from Nigeria.
yeah. And not a lot of drops this year.
But this is Wizkid, and now Grammy fell into the pit of creating a section for Afrobeat and their Grammy thing. So either they like it or not, they have to nominate one person.
Yep.
And you know, Grammy, when they start nominating you, they just, do you know, let me tell you something crazy about Grammy. Why I stopped, I think it Wasn't Me by Shaggy. Then he didn't win a Grammy. But you know, Wasn't Me was everywhere in Africa, even like not just here,
It
was
was
everywhere in
global.
Africa. Then one day, I don't know, maybe it was the same Grammy award or the next one. Then Alicia Keys just won like maybe 10 or something. Just and
Yeah,
nobody
I
has ever heard
remember
of
that.
Alicia Keys before in
Yeah,
Africa
I
or
remember
something.
that. I remember
And she
that.
just won a lot of,
Won everything, and
yeah,
everybody was so confused. Like, what happened?
like what happened? See, award shows doesn't have integrity. Someone is financing it.
Yeah,
He who plays the pipe dictates the tunes.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Now, we last year, Amapiano Sound was raining.
Hmm.
All the songs that were nominated, they were probably Amapiano Sound. But they gave it to South Africa,
Hmm.
to that Tyler
The
girl.
Water Girl.
Now, what was the basis of them giving it to? Because that water is not better than the video song. It's not. The song in itself is not better off. Maybe they gave it to her because, oh, Amapiano is from South Africa, so we have to compensate
To
them
just give them just because
because they are the originator of
the
this sound.
originator of this sound.
But this year, it's only Nigerian. So then you now look at it, was it because of the outrage of last year? Or was it because Nigerian songs this year are better?
We'll see.
Because the quality of songs that were nominated this year, to me, they are inferior to the songs that were there last year.
Wow. I have to
To me,
see. That's
to
a
me,
good. That's an interesting.
yeah. I still believe the video unavailable is better than the one he had with Chris Brown, Lil J, the or something sound.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man, what's the name of that song? The
Now
song
see
he did
that,
too.
look at the sound, the slow paced ones, the R&B-ish type of song was one that were nominated. So that is what we are going to confine Afrobeat to. So if you're not singing, baby, I wanna die, you're not gonna get nominated for Grammy. Anyway,
Well, that's where the industry is going, bro.
oh, hey, feed your family. I don't care,
That's
man.
that's it.
That's it.
It's
But feed
about
your family
feeding
and
your
leave me
family.
alone and let me enjoy
Got it.
myself and
Got
let
it.
me spend my money where I think I should spend it.
Yeah, that I agree with
Now,
you. You can't
don't
have your
force it down my
cake
throat.
and
Don't
eat
force
it.
it down. Don't force it.
You can decide to do what you want to do, but don't force others to.
Don't force it down my
Got
throat.
it.
Don't
Got
force
it.
it down my throat. It's
I
not good. It's not good enough for me.
I hear you.
And that is and that is my conclusion on that.
Oh man. Okay. This was one surprising review from you, but hey, it is what it is. Any other drops that should be coming out before the end of the year that we should pay attention to?
No, just go and stream Olamide songs.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do that. I
Olamide, Olamide is in a different planet this year. I think you should check him out.
so his latest song, or does he have a project out? The Metaverse one, right?
Yeah, the album. I've forgotten I think it's a Greek word that I don't know, or it's a Latin word.
Ikiji, or something like that.
Yeah, I think he names his album crazily. I don't know what that means. I think it's maybe it's Japanese or Korean. I don't know.
So
Maybe it's
basically
Latin or
something
something.
short like this, 7 tracks, 22 minutes. Like that's what Olamide did. 7 tracks, 22 minutes.
Yeah. Let me behave like a Nigerian. As for an album. So that's what I'm saying. Why does Wizkid need a 16 track?
Yeah, it's long. I like it person, but for
It's
most people,
long,
it's long.
but the songs are trash. Most of it.
Damn,
Most of
that's
it.
what.
See, okay. Let me tell you what a good sound is. What I consider is a good sound
Hmm.
is what makes artists blow is you hear them for the first time and you can easily connect with it.
Hmm.
Someone you've not heard before. I
Hmm.
send an artist to you. You play the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you feel it. You can connect with it.
Mm-hmm.
Remove Wizkid from this album. Give it to an upcoming artist. Forget this Wizkid. It's not. Take it off. Take Wizkid off. Give this album to an upcoming artist. Let's see how. Let's maybe it will get to top 5.
I got you.
Now,
I
I'm
see your
not a
point.
30BG fan. If any artist sing unavailable, I will listen to it. If any artist sing dance, I will listen to it. If an unknown artist sings soji, 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 you will not play it.
Mm.
Except you like music generally, or you like discovering new artists, or there's a massive promotion behind it. And they create all this TikTok dance and everything for it. And that is how I know and that is how I know how good an album is. If you remove
Artist.
the creator from it, the artist from it, do you still think that album will have the same type of success? No. People will stream Wizkid album if he coughs for the next 5 minutes. People will stream it. People will stream it. They say, "Oh, that cough was different. Oh my god, it was."
Did you
You can see
hear?
some cough like from the inside, somewhere from the chest, from the throat. It was just coughing anyhow.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's the truth though. What you're saying is true. So
Yeah, yeah. Hey, shout out to Wizkid but hey, shout out to P2J.
keep fine. And
Um,
BJ Tunes, as you said.
hey, and to DJ Tunes, but that P2J track, that kese. And
Nah,
go and listen to
it's
the bass that was coming. Go and listen to the big, 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 big. Go and listen to it. Go and listen to it. I don't know how I don't know how he made I don't know how he made that sound. But that sound, that sound, that kese sound